settlement between Ripple and the SEC is becoming very likely and could possibly take place tomorrow, December 5th. Now, the matter of the fact is that if this were to actually happen, XRP could skyrocket to new all-time highs from its current value of just less than 40 cents, in this case 39 cents, to new all-time highs of $7 to $13. In fact, some people like XRP Avenger have also stated that they believe XRP is going to hit $40 to $65 and even make new all-time highs at around $500 when the Ripple and US Bank partner. And before we move forward, I want to remind you guys to please hit that subscribe button with your post notifications on, because we're trying to hit 12,000 subscribers, and more importantly, smash that like button. As well, share this video and let's get started. The craziest part about all this is that Ripple and the US Bank of America are actually going to be partnering upon completion of this lawsuit as well, triggering the possibility of XRP hitting $500 tomorrow. Now, to be honest, saying that a coin that is 40 cents is going to hit $500 is quite absurd. And so what I'm doing here is giving you guys all the information, and you guys can make your own price prediction. Because the truth of the matter is that nobody can give you a 100% guaranteed price value. All of these are just estimates based on charts, technical analysis, and general trend patterns. Now, you may be asking yourself, why is there going to be a settlement, and why December 5th is such an important day? Well, December 5th is the day that we officially get the Hinman documents released to the public if no settlement were to take place. This would then cause a crazy bad reputation to be spread about the SEC, and the Hinman documents would lead to so much conflict of interest and so many issues that the federal government would go ahead and set in an internal investigation to investigate the SEC entirely. This would of course include the current chairman of the SEC, Gary Gensler, and we know how much he does not want to be investigated due to his crazy conflict of interest, his funding from Ethereum, and so many exchanges that have worked against the public's interest. So I think you guys can understand how bad this would be for the SEC. And so many people, including some majorly known lawyers like Bill Morgan, stated that the William Hinman emails being in the hands of Ripple gives the US-based crypto payment firm real leverage. As such, the commission may be inclined to settle in order to keep them from the public's eye. And Bill Morgan isn't the only one to say this. Many other legal experts have stated that there's a good chance the SEC will settle with Ripple to avoid exposing the Hinman doc, with one of the biggest articles by You Today being written about the fact that a settlement is very possible, as the commission or the SEC will not want to risk their entire reputation and a possible legal investigation into the Securities and Exchange Commission. And this is only one out of many reasons as to why the SEC needs to settle, especially if the SEC is looking to pursue their career in suing cryptocurrencies. If Ripple gets a win, that is taken out of the picture, because the Ripple case will become the SEC's very worst nightmare. Every cryptocurrency that gets sued, every exchange that gets sued, every single aspect of blockchain that gets sued is going to reference the Ripple case, and is thus going to give that cryptocurrency a significant chance at winning the lawsuit. And so a settlement will take that all out of the picture. If you are like me and addicted to XRP, guys, this is your perfect opportunity to showcase that in a physical form. Buy yourself the Ripple XRP coin on metalcrypto.com. It does come with a juicy case, and it just comes perfectly in time for the holiday season. Now, I just got mine today, in which I pre-ordered, and of course, I'm so freaking happy because I am going to gift these up, wrap them up, and gift them to my family and friends this holiday season. So yeah, guys, if you're an XRP enthusiast that watches XRP videos like I am, like crazy, these are just very nice to have. And of course, they have multiple other coins like Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Tether, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and so much more. So make sure you guys do check them out. The link will be in the description below, and let's get back to the video. The craziest thing is that now we can officially announce that the end of the lawsuit has happened. The last two documents have been released, in which Ripple has filed its redacted reply to the SEC's opposition to Ripple's motion for summary judgment, and then the SEC has filed its redacted reply to Ripple's opposition to the SEC's motion for summary judgment. Once that happened, the Ripple General Counsel tweeted that this is our final submission where we ask the court to grant judgment in our favor, and that after 2 long years of putting in all they have, they think the outcome will come positive in their favor. In fact, the CEO of Ripple and the founder has also tweeted stating that from day one they were always fighting the SEC to get clarity for the entire crypto industry and the US, and he also congratulated the Ripple team for getting them to the point to which they stood strong and withstood the SEC's onslaught. He also says he believes that the SEC is going to lose the lawsuit and that Ripple is going to win. Now, this may come across as if Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, doesn't want a settlement, and in fact wants a court decision by the judge of the Ripple versus SEC case. In fact, on multiple occasions, the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, revealed that they believe a settlement is most likely going to happen, in which Brad Garlinghouse states, to the extent where we can find a constructive path forward with the SEC, we of course want to find that. There's no scenario though that we're going to settle unless there's absolute certainty about what XRP is on a go-forward basis. Things are about to get shocking right now, because after doing a ton of research, I found this agreement. It's a settlement agreement between the United States Department of Justice and Ripple Labs. And in this agreement, it quite clearly states that the government will not criminally prosecute Ripple Labs Inc., a Delaware corporation headquartered in San Francisco, California, and any and all of its subsidiaries of Ripple Labs Inc., collectively Ripple Labs and or the company. Now this is absolutely mind-blowing, because it tells us that a settlement has taken place between Ripple and government officials before. On top of that, they actually clearly label XRP. Now this is clear on the first page of the United States Department of Justice for Ripple Labs resolves criminal investigation, in which it states that Ripple Labs and its wholly owned subsidiaries XRP, formerly the XRP Fund LLC, have agreed to resolve a criminal investigation in exchange for a settlement agreement calling for a series of substantial remedial measures, including a mitigation of a portion of Ripple's virtual currency business to a separate entity. And this is actually labeled May 5th of 2015. So as you guys know, I've also mentioned the fact that Ripple's buying back XRP and they're liquidating exchanges of their XRP on a basis in which they want to get rid of all the XRP in the market. And just recently, that has been proven by a major venture capitalist, also known as Jimmy Valley, coming out and stating that Ripple's most likely buying back all the XRP in the game for a settlement agreement between them and the SEC. And they've also linked a lot of these things that prove what is going on here. So I'll go ahead and show you guys all of them. Feel free to pause and read the entire thing, but it proves the fact that Ripple's definitely buying back and that there is a very likely chance of a settlement agreement that is currently in action. Now, I want to make clear that XRP was never built for the average retail investor. It wasn't built for people like me. It wasn't built for people like you. It was built for two types of people: the elites of the world and the people that run the global industry, like banks, central banks, of course, financial institutions, and capitalist institutions. So companies that really run the world financially. And one of the biggest key pointers that tell you this is one of the major venture capitalists, Versan Aljar, which actually works as part of the Black Swan Capital. And in this video, he's going to tell you all about that. So let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Okay, so as far as my story, it really begins in about 2018. We were in, we were here at home and we had an emergency family meeting. We had to come upstairs. It was my stepfather and his contacts in Saudi Arabia. His name is Khalid Al-Sunaid, and he's an advisor to the royal family of Saudi Arabia. So we grew up with these people when we were younger overseas before we moved here, and we had this family emergency meeting. The whole family was told to come, my mother, my sister, very close friends, and they were telling us about this technology called XRP. And they said that it was going to shake the foundation of the financial system, and that at some point later on down the road, that would be adopted globally. So my brother and I, that's really when we started our journey into crypto and digital assets and all this stuff. And we started doing our research, and I'm not kidding. It took us about 10 days to realize that XRP really was the answer compared to a lot of the other digital assets that are out there, including Bitcoin. So, it took us roughly 10 days to say, hey, man, Bitcoin is out of the question for this, and let's look at this asset right here. And when we started to discover what really XRP is, we found that it's this unique piece of technology, very strange, can run without internet. Very few people know this. Until now, I don't have answers for why that's possible, but I think we'll get there. And we discovered that this technology it had the ability to be a neutral bridge asset as well to transfer value from A to B. And the fact that it's neutral raised a lot of questions as far as monetary policy with our central banks currently right now. We started to realize that, okay, we understand that when they slap sanctions on other countries, how they're affecting their currencies and their economies. And we can understand why the world now looks towards like the BRICS nations and this new system we keep talking about, right?
There you have it, guys. The next couple days are going to be insanely crucial, because tomorrow is going to be the possibility of a settlement, and it's also going to be the day where I release the video talking about what is going to happen after settlement, because there are a lot of things that are going to happen in a very short span of time after the Ripple and SEC settle, and it is going to be game changing. So you guys want to know all about that, so make sure you have hit that subscribe button, make sure you also hit that like button, and of course let me know your thoughts down below, because I'm reading every single comment and I'm trying my best to reply, but there are a lot of comments. Also, follow me on Twitter at CryptoGeekNews and on Instagram at CryptoGeekYT. The quote of the day is, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Thank you guys so much for watching, and CryptoGeek is out.